Hi guys, I'm Anna Saluti. Welcome. Thank you for joining me today, courtesy of Yoga Hub. I'm going to lead you guys through a chair yoga class, gentle chair yoga sequence. So I have been teaching yoga myself for about 5 years, all different styles, hatha, vinyasa, power. I've been taking yoga, all different styles, for over a decade. And I love the chair yoga. I've been teaching it now for 3 years, all ages, nice and gentle on the body. Obviously, most people can do it. Everyone can do it. We are gonna do a few standing poses today, but I'll give you some modifications for them. So mostly seated and then a few standing stuff. So we'll get going. I just want you guys to see, I have a nice kitchen dining chair here. So whatever chair you have is gonna work. If you have one with wheels on it, like a computer chair, a desk chair, maybe just locking the wheels off. And then even like a fold-up chair is great, maybe ideal. So we'll begin seated. Close your eyes, and you decide on your chair if you want to be all the way leaning up against the back, or if you come a little bit forward and find your straight spine there. We like straight spine in yoga. We do enough sitting and texting all the time already. So it doesn't have to be like a rigorous upright position, but try not to be slouched. And feet, you would like them on the earth. So if you are shorter or your chair ratio is off, grabbing a book or a pillow, something to slide under your feet so that they make contact. Eyes closed, tall feet, hands resting anywhere comfortably on the body. Slowly inhale through your nose. And open your mouth, let that go. Inhale. And let that go. In. And out. Notice right away how that slows you down, calms you down. That little trick of focusing on your breath to calm yourself. And so I start the yoga with this pause, with this moment of settling and a little reflection, but it's really to bring you into the present. So right here, right now, with your breath, with your body. So we'll take a minute or so in this semi-silent meditation. And then place your hands onto your chest, onto your heart, and feel yourself breathe here. Three more conscious breaths, or a time to set a positive intention or mantra. Join the palms together, chin to your chest, breath in, out. Lift your arms straight up overhead. You can let the eyes blink open here. And as you exhale, open your arms wide, east and west. Open them back up wide. Inhale, lift. Look up, touch your palms, and as you exhale, drag your hands to your heart center. Again, inhale, lift up. Open circle, exhale. Open circle, inhale. Hands to your heart, exhale. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, open wide. Inhale, open up. Exhale, join your hands together at your heart. So I'm going to move just slightly forward, which you may also need to do if you are all the way at the back of your chair. Let your arms reach back up overhead, and then twist to your right. So your left hand will come to your right knee, and then your right hand is going to grab on anywhere on the chair that you need it to. A little sideways so you can see too. So maybe in the middle, behind, depending on what you have. I can't reach through, but you could grab the back, so it's the side, maybe this side if you're going a little deeper. So wherever you end up, lift your chest up, inhale. And then exhale, start to twist. Try not to let your knees go wonky. So you're rotating the spine. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale. You can kind of see me grimacing and moving. It's so nice, the yoga, that just a simple twist, something like this on a chair, you can do it any time and you'll get a nice back stretch out of it. Another breath in. Another breath out. Slowly, slowly, slowly unwind. And pause and notice. Reach the arms back forward and up. And then twist to your left as you exhale. So find, somewhere you could grab onto on the chair and rotate. Breathe in. So inhales, lift the heart, and as you exhale, try and rotate the spine. Keep the belly tight. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, twist. And then come back to center. Pause. So this is our seated mountain pose, or your seated Tadasana. We'll get there later, but yoga, Tadasana, just standing mountain pose. So the seated version, you're in it. We take this as the pause, as the rest. You notice between sides. So I'll probably just keep switching back and forth for you guys so you can get both angles. Again, we all have different chairs. We're all at home. Side body stretch. So we'll go to the right. So you could definitely grab onto what you're sitting on. And then the deeper you go, depending on your chair, the lower you could go down the side. So right hand towards your right hip, take your left arm up and over, and then stretch up and over to the left. So I know I can go deeper, so I can start to reach down this back pole of my chair. Keep your feet firmly planted. Lift your belly up. Try to rotate your heart up and breathe. Say this a lot, but unless you're at yoga or working out, you're really not doing this pose a lot. So enjoy the stretch into this left side and bring your breath into that left side. Inhale, you're going to use your core and lift everything up. And then as you exhale, wrap your left arm underneath your right. So option 1, you're giving yourself a little bear hug here. Option 2, maybe you try and squeeze the hands together, or maybe the hands get all the way together. Option 3, so you're here, here, here. Wherever you are, move your elbows, your spine, your arms around. When you release, open your arms up overhead. And let your arms open by your side. Exhale. Pause. The beauty of the virtual yoga, too, is you're at home. No one can see you. It's your practice. So really, you can do whatever you want. I'm just up here guiding you through some poses. Take your left hand down by your left hip. Let your right arm reach up and over. So maybe this is it. Maybe that's your body. You're tight or here. And every day is different. If you want to start to go further, lift the belly, open the chest, 2 breaths. Let the neck hang back. So we hold so much tension in our neck. Let it hang. Lift back up, breathe in. And then the right arm wraps underneath your left. This is called eagle arms, Garudasana, or your bear hug. And move. As you release, the arms reach up, anything goes. Open them wide, exhale. Let your hands come behind you. So I have a high back chair, which actually is not ideal for this, but a back bend. So you can let the arms open, you can cactus them. If it was a little bit shorter, I was a little bit tall, you might get some nice hang right over the top there. So just leaning back, at least letting the armpits, the chest, the pectoral muscles open. Also, my fair warning for you guys, I'm outside, so if I'm like screaming, it's because there's a chipmunk or a fly. I apologize. Take yourself back to Tadasana, mountain, and observe. So like I said, your practice, your bodies, you kind of know intuitively what you need to do. I'm going to move a little bit further away here. Chin to your chest, we're going to just come into a forward fold. So you'll start to walk your hands down to your knees and walk them down to your legs. And maybe they get all the way to the floor and your chin tucks into your chest. So it's just a seated forward fold, seated hang, seated ragdoll situation. If you get dizzy or nauseous, don't do it. Be here, be in your half forward fold. So for some people, having the head down like that is too much. So just know that if that's you, that's okay. Back out. Few deep breaths. Keep your chin tucked in so it's the last thing that lifts as you start to place your hands onto your legs, onto your knees. Roll up your spine. Roll your shoulders around and back. Spin around and back, and you're just taking the hands anywhere that's comfortable. And then bring it forward. And move the neck. So again, some people it's safe to go back. Some people it doesn't feel good. Do what works. Make sure that you're moving both directions. Come to center, find your breath here. And then I'm just going to tilt a little bit. Sure, maybe I'll go sideways so you guys can see the side view of this. Move yourself away from the back of your chair. So if you're all the way back, scoot towards the edge for what we're doing. Hands will be on your, more sideways, knees. It's going to be a seated cow and cat pose. So as you inhale, you're arching the spine, sticking your butt out, squeezing your shoulders together, lifting your chin up. And then as you exhale, start to pull the belly back round. You still have your traction, hands on your knees, cat's pose. So inhale, bring your arms where you need them. You can bend the elbows or pull back as you come into the seated cow. And then exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So again, all this stuff so good from the spine. You can do seated, only a few minutes. One more breathe in. And exhale, breathe out. Exhale round. Sorry, breathing out is exhaling. Come to center. At your center, we're going to open our legs into a wide leg straddle. So again, being at the end of your chair. Your knees over your ankle. You want to avoid this action happening where the knees are sickling in. So opening them as much as you can. And then take your fingertips onto your inner thighs. Lift your chest up. And then you'll drop your right shoulder and twist. Push the knees open. Inhale, come through center. And as you exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Twist. And then just be at center with the knees opening. Actually, that feels nice. If you take your hands there and apply a little pressure, you could have the option to lift your arms up. Take your hands to your heart. We are going to take a slight forward fold. So take your hands to the outsides of your feet and start to lean your chest forward. And as you do that, the knees should open. So maybe about halfway coming down. Some of you more open, more flexible people might be able to start to reach down towards your ankles. It is just an option. Lift yourself back up. We'll do some adjusting here. So a seated warrior two. Move yourself over to the left. This right leg pretty much stays, but you're going to use the chair as support. So get your right knee onto the chair and then scoot so that my left butt, my left hip is hanging off. From here, start to straighten out this left leg. So maybe you only get here and that's your warrior. Hands on hips is good, hands on chair. Or this leg can get straight. So I have a 90-degree bend over my right leg. My left leg is straight out. My left toes are perpendicular to my front toes. My shoulders over my hips. There's an option to reach your arms with you and also to look over that right middle finger or close your eyes. Virabhadrasana, warrior two. Take your left hand to your left leg or your left hip. While we're here, we'll reverse, move back. Lift yourself up. Walk this left foot back to center. Let your right foot come back, seated. And then we'll adjust to Warrior 2 or Virabhadrasana 2 on your other side. So you're scooting over. I'm half hanging off my feet here. Open your left leg so that your knee over ankle, knee in line with hip, hopefully, depending on your chair. And then this leg could start to straighten. Maybe you're just here and that's the pose. Maybe it goes further, 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 belly sideways, straight lines up. Arms, head, breathe. Reverse. So right hand down, left arm tilts up and back. Lift yourself up. Walk your right leg in. Walk your left foot in. That just reminded me of the song, the Hokey Pokey. So we will come up to stand. I'm going to give you guys options if you're not going to do that. A few times, if you are well enough, you feel like your knees are well enough, we'll come up to stand. So you can do that pushing off your chair and lifting up, and same thing. I'm just sideways. You guys can be regular, just showing you. So you can use the chair to get up and down. Maybe you start to let go and you could see about getting up and down out of a chair without the use of your arms. So coming up to stand, maybe the arms lift. So Utkatasana, this is actually called chair pose. So we're actually taking chair to our chair. So wherever you are, you can reach up, stand up, come forward, and then sit your butt back, chair, 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 until you land. Or you're using your chair to get up and down. We're just mobilizing the legs a few times up and down. Do one more. And then, like I said, we will come to stand. So stand, open your arms by your sides. Tadasana. So I'm going to turn my chair sideways for what we're doing, but you guys will be fine as you are. It's just so that you can see all the shapes. Before you do that, or before we even use the chair, standing, mountain pose, Tadasana. So feel this connection, your parallel feet or your feet touching, lifting from the earth through all your leg muscles, through the middle of the body, your Sushumna Nadi, the central channel. And then there's reach through the head, the neck, the fingers. Reach your arms up overhead, breathe in. Cactus your arms, so field goal post shape of the arms, and then a standing back bend here. So lean up and back, pick your low belly up, try and squeeze your arms back, breathe, 3, 2, stay. Keep opening your arms and take them to interlace at your low back, or you have a strap or a belt, or your hands could just be on your back. Arms can definitely stay bent, elbow squeeze. If you want to go a little deeper, maybe you can straighten the arms and take this standing back bend. Just another 3 breaths. Soft bend in the knees, belly's lifting so that it's really chest action. Let that go. Notice the residual energy. And then we'll take a downward facing dog at your chair using the chair. So you'll make like an L shape or a 90-degree bend. And again, depending on your chair, you know, we're all working with what we got. Standing up to your chair, your hands on your chair, and then you'll start to back yourself up until you get this flat back action. So this nice 90-degree bend or this L shape. And then you're pulling the hips back. Head drops in line with the ears. Feet are parallel. There's a little lift through the belly. So this is downward facing dog using a wall or using a chair. So take about 5 breaths, and it's your practice, it's your body. You can maybe see I'm doing a little wiggling or pedaling of the feet, which we would do, you know, in true downward facing dog. Just demoing. 2 more. And then slowly walk yourself up. Every time you get there, brief pause. Hands on your chair. Keep your right foot in. Step your left foot back. And stretch. So down dog at the chair, you would come into that half forward fold that we did earlier. If you're not standing doing the stretch, if you're seated, one leg straight, and you can lean a little forward. So left leg straight, right knee bent. If you're still seated, stretching, 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 that will give you the same action as this. Left leg stretching, stretching, stretching. And then straighten your front leg. Turn your left toes out. Take your left hand to your left hip. Open your chest up. And then pull this hip back as you start to lean down into a triangle pose. And we're using the chair here for balance, but if you were all the way down, it would be here. So option to lift this arm up using the chair. Chest goes about halfway. Open the ribs, open the chest, breathe. So lift your chest upright, and then we're here, we're standing, option to go right into warrior 2. Use your chair. And then maybe you let go, 3, 2. Hands come to your chair, you step forward. Hands on the chair, right hand on the chair. You're gonna balance on your left leg and just hover your left foot a few inches. Maybe you lift it up. Maybe you let go. It's just nice to test our balance. Release. So all good practices to have as we get older, this ability to get up and down out of a chair, the ability to balance, facing your chair, right leg steps back, stretch. Or you're seated, right leg straight, stretch. Straighten legs. Right toes turn out. I'd like to show from both angles. Take your right hand to your right hip so your chest opens, and then pull your hips back. You could lower the chest down, down, down. Top arm up. I'm just showing, I think sometimes it's nice to get both angles. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Lift your way up. Bend into your front knee, warrior 2. With the ability to let go of the chair. Hands to chair, step your right foot forward. Balance on your left leg by lifting your right, any height. Come down. Tadasana. Lift your arms up, breathe in. Take your hands to your heart. Come back to your seated position, taking your chair pose to your chair pose. Down, back down again. Lift your heels, lift your toes. Lift your heels, lift your toes. 2 times. Center. Pull your right knee into your chest and then circle your ankle. 3 times one way, 3 times the other way. And then really hoist your leg up and take your ankle to your knee. So called figure 4 pose, making this number 4, or ankle to ankle. You have to scoot. But this right knee is opening. So you're here or you're here. Right knee is opening. This is a lot for a lot of us, feeling it in this outer right hip. If you need more, start to pull your chest forward, start to pull your chest forward. Ooh, you should feel that. So you would take it into a fold, the deeper and the deeper that you want to go, but getting this hip stretch through the right. 3 more breaths. Work your way up, up, knee down, breath. Take your left leg in, circle. And if you're not lifting the leg, you can just be here. Like I said, there's always options. Do more, do less. Left ankle, right knee. You can see it's tighter, or ankle to ankle, figure 4. Maybe you're here. That's enough. And at some point today, tomorrow, 6 years from now, you might decide that you could start to fold. Take your 3 breaths. Lift. Lift the leg low. And that's it. So you'll set up for rest. So Shavasana, your corpse pose on the floor, straight legs and straight arms. So seated, it'll be the same meditation or Tadasana as we have been. So you can rest the hands, somewhere on the body. Close your eyes. Do fidgeting if you need to, so that you could find a place of stillness for this rest, for this Shavasana, for this bliss. Close your eyes. Open your mouth. Start to lift your feet and deepen your breath. Join your palms back together at your heart and notice how you feel after 30 minutes of breath and movement. Collectively, one more inhale, deep 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. And then open your mouth, exhale. 5, 4, 3. Om Shanti, 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 which means peace, peace, peace. You guys, thank you so much for joining me today. If you have any questions, check us out at yogahub.life, www.yogahub.life. I'm Anna Saluti. Thank you, guys.